situation over the 12 years that I've been here entertaining you on television. Welcome to Hot Topics, Sharina Hudson. Getting out of my car with my money. Good morning, Journey. She'll be almost, I think she'll be 3 next month, don't you know? Good morning, Kelvin. It's my truth.
Hey, so Sharina Hudson just realized she made a huge mistake getting involved with Kevin Hunter. It turns out she picked the wrong person from the start. Everyone knows Kevin and Sharina were already planning to move in together, taking advantage of Wendy's money, without giving it a second thought.
I'm not gonna take a lot of time because, you know, I'm getting emotional. And I told myself I wasn't gonna do this.
Hey, so Sharina Hudson just realized she made a huge mistake getting involved with Kevin Hunter. It turns out she picked the wrong person from the start. Everyone knows Kevin and Sharina were already planning to move in together, taking advantage of Wendy's money, without giving it a second thought. Ever since Wendy left her show and was placed under that difficult guardianship, Kevin's money source has completely dried up. He tried everything he could, filing one lawsuit after another, hoping to get Wendy to bankroll his lifestyle again. But after his latest case was thrown out, it looks like Kevin has abandoned Sharina just like he did Wendy. During all this drama, no one really knew what Sharina was up to. She deactivated her Instagram and vanished from the public eye, disappearing completely. Now, after months of being out of sight, people are finally going to learn where Sharina has been hiding all this time.
That it was not till death do us part.
And it wasn't just an incident. I mean, the relationship that Kevin had with this woman went on for...
No. Kevin was a serial cheater. Kevin had different mistresses depending on, you know, the part of his life. This last one was the one that he had the longest term relationship with.
As you know, Wendy has been through a lot, and she's been fighting to end a guardianship that she never asked for and didn't really need. A recent assessment confirmed that Wendy was never sick and never had dementia, which was the excuse used to keep her under strict control for over 3 years. It seems like everyone from the judge, her former manager, her doctor, Wells Fargo, and even her guardian, Sabrina Moresi, worked together to make sure Wendy couldn't access her own money. Now, with this new information, Wendy finally has a chance to put an end to this exploitative guardianship and move forward with her life. But that doesn't mean she's going back to her primetime show or returning to work anytime soon. Her absence has impacted a lot of people, not just her fans, but even those who weren't supporters. And of course, it has affected Kevin Hunter and his mistress, Sharina, who are clearly relying on her income and lifestyle. With all the court decisions and revelations coming to light, it looks like karma is finally catching up for everyone who tried to control Wendy and her money for their own benefit. Wendy might be free, but the aftermath will be felt for a long time.
Kevin had gone to LA for business. And I hired a PI. Yes, I did. I hired a PI to follow my husband. And this guy is telling me that Kevin is in Miami with the girl. This is where you show the picture of them on the beach. You know the picture where she's going to the camera and he's laying there on the cell phone like they're chilling like a couple. You understand what I'm saying? The PI was taking pictures of them going to the gym, going to dinner, her with Gucci Poochie. And
when Wendy left the Wendy Williams show, she lost a huge part of her income. Because of that, Kevin Hunter couldn't receive any alimony. There was a clause in their divorce agreement stating that if Wendy's contract was suspended or not renewed, she wasn't required to pay him. Whoever put that clause in there deserves some credit because Kevin clearly expected to live off Wendy forever. As part of their divorce settlement, Kevin allegedly got a lump sum of money plus alimony checks of around $250,000 a month. That's a lot, but he never planned for the possibility that Wendy's income could stop. Once the payments ended, he immediately went back to court trying to find a way to make Wendy support him again. In 2022, he filed a lawsuit claiming he was completely broke without those checks. He said he had fallen behind on bills, was in debt, and even struggled to pay the homeowners association in his community. Apparently, Kevin couldn't keep up with his car insurance for his luxury cars either. Credit card bills piled up, and he was forced to take loans against 2 of his vehicles through a company called Flex Wealth. On top of that, he had to put the home he shared with his girlfriend, Sharina.
But what I needed at the time, because I was running 100 miles an hour, and I was so much of a strong support structure for her and all the dreams that she wanted to accomplish, I needed somebody for me. And my new offspring, my daughter, who is a beautiful, beautiful spirit, she was not a oops baby. She was not a mistake baby.
Up for sale because he couldn't afford it without Wendy's money. Basically, Kevin and Sharina were in a tough spot, losing their financial stability and struggling to keep up with expenses. All of this shows how dependent he had become on Wendy's income and how quickly things fell apart once the money stopped flowing. The situation got so serious that he was essentially facing losing his lifestyle and home, all because he didn't plan for life without Wendy funding it. Kevin Hunter's lawsuit against Wendy didn't go his way and was quickly thrown out of court. But he didn't give up. In 2024, he tried another tactic, claiming that Wendy had allegedly hidden over $48 million during their divorce and wanted to reopen the case. The court, however, refused to side with him. It's shocking that he was willing to go through a messy divorce again just to try to get more money.
Homeless. You left your wife. Now, we may not care about her on the show. That's different. But you left your wife. Got you a side piece. Had a baby and was living a whole different life. And evidently, Wendy Williams was the real bread maker. Because now you can't live that lifestyle without that check. The grass wasn't greener, huh?
Earlier this year, he filed yet another lawsuit, this time asking for $250 million in damages against Wells Fargo, Wendy's guardian, and others involved in her guardianship. He claimed he was protecting Wendy's rights and said he had been defrauded by the court-appointed guardians. But anyone watching could see this wasn't about Wendy. It was about Kevin trying to take money. He's no longer her husband, doesn't have power of attorney, and can't file on behalf of her son. This lawsuit just shows how desperate he has become to find ways to get Wendy's money. Kevin's financial troubles also affected his relationship with Sharina. She originally relied on him for a comfortable lifestyle, but as his money issues grew, they began arguing. Sharina had to step up and support herself, running a vegan food business and working as a real estate agent in Florida. She even went private on Instagram and temporarily moved in with her mother to get her finances in order. Now she's promoting her business and selling her gut medicine, focusing on supporting herself and her daughter. Sources say Kevin and Sharina may have separated, though it's not confirmed. Their relationship struggles show how karma caught up with them after trying to live off Wendy. People say it's a clear example of what happens when you try to take advantage of someone else. Kevin and Sharina's plans to rely on Wendy for life have completely backfired.